كريم عظيم عالي.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good afternoon, my friends. Today, I am going to discuss with you a very interesting topic called the importance of formal education. Today, we as a nation are facing a lot of problems, a lot of hurdles in the way of our progress and development as a nation. There are long list of such problems which are resisting us to develop, to progress, to go further, to compete the developed countries in the global. But there are three major problems which are the basic hurdles in this way of our progress. The first one is political instability. Second one is economic recession. And the third one is religious sectarism. There might be a lot of reasons, there might be a lot of causes of these major problems in our society. But one of the basic cause, one of the basic reason of the increasing ratio of these three problems is illiteracy, is a high ratio of illiteracy in our society. So, by considering the high ratio of our society, specifically in the society of Pakistan, we are going to consider that even in the 21st century, 65 to 70% of our society, of our men are illiterate till today. When we are facing a lot of suicide bombing, lot of economical problems, lot of political instability, we are always blaming on specific persons, on specific issues on the government, but we are not ever going to consider on our own likenesses. As many of the surveys, not only the surveys of Pakistan, not only the surveys of NGOs of Pakistan, but the surveys of global international organizations has declared that the basic reason of religious sectarism in Pakistan is illiteracy. We should be 100% purely focused on to increase the literacy rate in Pakistan. We should be focused, we should be considered to remove this issue, to remove this problem. When we are talking about the actual situation in Pakistan, there are also a lot of causes, there are a lot of results, consequences of this illiteracy. In this era of advancement, in this era of technology, in this era of information technology, medical science, health science, we always have to see a lot of changings occurring around our sides, on our surroundings. We are seeing that everything is being changed day by day. Everything is being innovated day by day. And if we are not literate, if we are not formally educated, we cannot go with the current situation. We cannot gain benefit, we cannot be beneficial of these innovations which are helping the to the whole globe. When we see around our neighbor countries, and there are a lot of countries in our neighbors which get freedom even after us, but due to their increased literacy rate, they are developing very fastly, very rapidly. The rapid changes are occurring, and they are according to the rapid changing, rapid innovations, they are going along with this. The only basic reason of all of this, all of this progress of the neighbor countries is only literacy, the formal education. Whatever you are business doing, whatever your field is, whatever your source of earning is in your life, if you are formally educated, you can feel, you can see that your business will flow, your business will flourish with the passage of time in a very rapid way. I would like to put an example of effect of literacy, of effect of formal education in the whole nation, in a specific field of farmers. As we are agriculture country, but still our per acre production is quite low than other countries. Like I would like to put a specific example of India, that in India, per acre production of wheat is about 50 months. But unfortunately, disappointingly, in Pakistan, being an agricultural country, although our farmers are fully dedicated to their soil, to their farming, but still we have 28 months per acre production in our society. What is the reason? Because the farmers of India are adopting the latest techniques. They are working with the latest techniques. That's why their production of agriculture is quite much than us. As far as I have discussed with you the effect of formal education on the nations, I would like to also discuss you that what would be the effect of formal education on an individual's personality, on an individual's life. What is the basic? First of all, we have to consider, we have to look that what is the basic purpose, basic role of formal education in anyone's life. The basic purpose of formal education is to give vision. And what is vision? Vision is a thing to perceive the situations, to perceive the things in a better way, to resolve them in a better way. This is a basic object of the formal education and literacy. Formal education is a thing, literacy is a thing which gives you, which guides you to spend your life in a disciplined way, which gives you how to care your health, which guides you to become a fruitful and a productive citizen of the society. And when we have talked along about the benefits of the formal education, the drawbacks of being illiteracy, we must also we would be thinking that what is the basic source of formal education? This is also very you can say a very hard question in these days. The basic, we should make clear in our mind the formal education, the basic source of formal education is book. Book is a thing where the importance of a book is being emphasized by all of the world, by the whole global, by a lot of philosophers. As far as I had read a very famous quote of a very famous philosopher who said that the shortest and the strongest source to get the experience of centuries and to talk with the intellectuals is a book. If you are going to read a book on sitting a table on a chair, you are talking to the intellectual of the world. You are getting the experience of centuries. There is also a very famous you can say incident in the history of Muslims. The importance of books would be revealed on us in a very better way. That when in I think early 60s, the Muslim was conquered by the non-Muslims. The first thing which was done by the non-Muslims was that the whole library, the whole stock of books of Muslims either was fired on book, either was put in ocean, and the remains books were taken by them. Whenever the Muslims or any other nation, this is not the discrimination that the whole focus is on Muslims. This is the open scope for any nation without any discrimination. The nation who has focused on the literacy, who has focused on the formal education, who has focused on the books, that nation had developed day by day with the rapid speed. By concluding and summarizing my speech, as I think most of my friends are getting bored with my specific and on the formal education, because it always used to become a very tough topic for us. In Islamic philosophy, there is also a very beautiful example for us. As Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, addressed us, said us that you must go to the China for the sake of education. Even our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was formally educated by the Israel alayhi salam. So by concluding my speech, but last but not least, my whole focus and my conclusion is this: if you want to progress as a nation, as an individual, as a family member, you must focus on the formal education. Without this, you cannot progress, you cannot compete this era of technology advancement. Thank you for your patience, and I would like to appreciate any question from your side.
Okay, my dear friend, I have a question for you.
Yes, please.
You told us that we can find each and every solution from the formal education. You described many problems, the social problems in our society, that there is a corruption, there are bombing everywhere due to the lack of education. But I would like to tell you that what I have learned, that The educated people are ruling our society and ruling our country especially. And the national assemblies, they are all graduated everywhere. But still, everybody will agree with me that we are not going to the positive side. Okay, the corruption is more and more every day. So this is my point, that if you think that formal education has each and every solution, so why the educated people, the educated assembly members are creating problems for the people? This is my question.
Okay. That is a very thought-provoking question by Mr. Taslim, and I would like to answer this question. I would try to summarize my answer. Either it required a very long answer. First of all, we should consider that what is our political system? Our political system is democratic political system. And as any one of my friends has gone through the political sciences, the basic essence of the democratic system is to choose your representatives from you. As I told you that 65 to 70% of our community is illiterate, and specific landlords, specific, you can say, industrialists, specific persons who are capitalized are hijacking our thought or hijacking our illiterate person's thought. That's why they are being misguiding, being misbehaved by those people, because basically the education is not a certificate. It is not a certificate from any person for any person, that when you are educated you will become a morally okay. You will morally become an example for others. Along with education, there is also something like training. But the basic thing is this, the education. This is our own choice, that how much we are adopting the education of the preaching of the education.
كريم